Here we go, though. It is going to be the pistol round, nonetheless. Pride starting on the CT side of things. eSuba over on the T side, and, well, I don't know if Josh is still here, but he's still here in the channel as well, so perhaps Josh can have a bit of a cheeky impact, I'm sure.
He'll be about 3 minutes behind, but...
Oh, yeah, you know, it is what it is.
I got a crisp stuck in the back of my throat, which is always bad. Anyway,
that's such a first world problem.
Up on the marshmallow, he's going to be working his way forward. Exa's in trouble, but he's got himself into a better position. He's looking to find some shots. Not going to work out too well for him, as Morels finds himself Benclaw, who had no idea what was going on. And now A-site control is under threat. Morels trying to get some work, and he's going to be able to get a kill through doubles it. Morels and Reitz come in together. It's still there. Oh my God. It's one of those sharp ones.
I feel like this is kind of like on a movie through your kind of progression right now of eating a crisp. It's great.
Oh, it was like 5 minutes ago.
Have you finally got it down though? I think that's the question that we want to know at this point. Screw the match. Screw the CS.
I don't know. I need an endoscopy or something. Endoscope. You know? Anyway.
You tried.
Round is of course underway. And this should be an exciting second round. We have a force buy coming in from eSuba and Pride, all going for UMPs. Money, Flakes, money. Manise, he's going for the money, but he's not going to get much as Reitz and Luz come in to help get some money.
You do love that money, don't you? I'm going to have to just jump onto my TS and mute this because, oh my God, the studio is so loud. I don't know if you've heard that as well, but that is quite the... quite the destroyer. But nonetheless, CS at hands, money is being made as you so dearly proclaimed. Money, money, money. It's all about the Skrilla. With Pride getting themselves a 2-0 start on their CT side of things on Great Old Nuke. They look to take control of this reactor at this point as eSuba, just pistols in play, gonna look to rocket with their Glocks out, try and make the best of this situation. They charge on forward, get themselves ready to meet up against what's going to be the likely M4A4 spray down, and UMP perhaps as well. And Blaz and Reit's going to do the work. Headshots at plenty. Morel's going to stride on forward. Will be well met by Blue with a Glock. But it's only going to be one man to meet, and that is not quite what they're looking for. One pick has no impact. The second, however, is where things start to get a little bit spicy. And Reitz is going to fall. And Blue, well, last man standing. Can he get anything done? Well, there you have it.
Yes. The answer. Yeah, he's not got too much in his playbook right now. It's just aim and shoot, really. See if we can get anything done. It's not going to work out for him. Manise will click him down. Now, I've actually been studying Counter-Strike recently, Flakes. I think I've developed my analytical skill because I've actually worked something out.
Okay.
What you're actually doing in Counter-Strike is just clicking on other people's heads. Now, you can practice this if you go to your desktop and just click on icons. All right, because it's the same concept. Did you know that?
That is quite the mentality, Matt. Like, you know what? Counter-Strike is all about just being good at using a mouse and keyboard. Is that basically with the message?
That's one way of putting it anyway. And he doesn't want to hear about your silliness. He's just going to die, so he doesn't have to hear you talking about keyboards and whatnot. Benki going to get shot. Now in a 5 versus 3, it's looking pretty good. Or eSuba, they try and take themselves back into this game. And of course, 3-0 down after that pistol loss. Pride feeling confident, and they've been shut down because of it. Benki just holding his angle. Morels, he knows what's what and who's who, but he's going to be pushing his way forward. He finds Benki, but he doesn't get the kill. Benki gets in there. 1 kill in his kill book of pouch of kills. He's got 1 scalp in his scalp bag, and Blue now holding fast, just waiting to move on into this bomb site. Capazzo takes down Luz. This is a whitewash. Reitz finally gets back in with 1, makes it a double kill, but Capazzo is holding his angle. The bomb is headed down to the B bomb site, and this round is over. There's the kill. Capazzo closes it out, takes down Reitz, and eSuba looking quite strong there.
Yeah, one strong showing though does not mean that they are the next big thing, the next big fanatic, so to speak. Instead, it is just 1 round. And 1 round is very easy to be brushed on aside when you're facing up against the talent that is Pride. Now, the question for me is, you know, someone like Morels. Is Morels going to pop off and go absolutely huge in the way he has done for every single map he's played tonight? If Pride can get that form on the ball, then I wouldn't be surprised to see eSuba get reset here and Pride continue their CT side domination. But let's see where we're going to go. Let's see exactly how things are going to swing. Already Plu going to take a bit early on damage. 2 HP is all he will walk away on. So close, so down to the wire. But he gets to keep his life, and that's going to be the most important factor as Maniz looks up towards Marshmallow, Silo, however you want to put it. Trying to search for a head to find. See if he can make something out of it, a bit of a fireside treat. But nothing is going to come his direction just yet.
Big ghost from Ghostbusters without a head, or legs, or arms. I think that's what I'm going to go with from now on. It's not too quick. Not the quickest of calls. Anyway, eSuba slowing it down this round. Of course, with that early damage off onto Blue, he has to be slow. We've got 2 casters actually on eSuba, which is, you know, you don't get that anywhere. You really don't. 1 and 8, 1 from the United Kingdom. So, the whole package, eSuba. Push looking to head towards that B-bomb site as they all set up. Morels is the lone wolf, the lone ranger. He has to hold off this aggression. He has to do it effectively as the push comes in. He's just going to fall back. He doesn't need to take the fight. He's going to let his teammates come in, back him up. X is going to be the first man to engage. Oko goes down. Benki looking for the angle. He has no idea Morels is here. Morels will deal with him. Dispatcho Pasta or something like that. MTG comes in, takes down Morels, but it's not going to be enough. It's all on Caparzo. One man versus the world. And the world is raining down upon him as Caparzo slowly edges away. He's going to find a nice little kill there onto X's. Actually, a pretty cheeky-beaky little frag. But he's still got a lot more work to do. Now, of course, we do need to see Reitz close this round out. And we probably will. Bomb plant going to be forced in. And there it is. Teammates comes through. Reitz to find the last kill. Reset the Asuban economy. Is Asuban a word?
I feel like it could be a word.
Oh, good. That'll do.
Yeah, gotta make it up on the spot. Have that bit of, you know, that caster imagination. But what comes hand in hand with caster imagination, Harold? Integrity. On the topic of integrity, you never really got to kind of let us know where you thought this match was going to go. We've seen the reset roll on through. We know that eSuba now are going to sit tight on these pistols. So I want to kind of, you know, get your opinion on this. Are we seeing, you know, a strong scoreline for Pride, or eSuba are going to get themselves a win?
No, I think this is going to be a 16-7, Mr. Flake. Of course, you have to remember this is eSuba's pick. This is the eSubian pick. So they should feel comfortable on this map. We've seen one round where they dominated, but then the next, they went back to their old ways. They didn't play well. They got shut down. And bad things occurred. Caparzo playing a dangerous game, but somehow gets that dink off there. He's still tapping away. I mean, that player is so far away, we can't even see his name. That's a long shot, but he's made it. But from that distance, of course, the P250 not going to even do that much damage. The headshot. Lars, the opening man, takes down Benclaw. And now, the last 4 players. Of course, that was the only AK to play with. Reitz pushing into Hut. Not going to work out for him, so he is just going to fall on back. Arzo still wants a fight, but he's not being given anything.
Anything at all at this point. Reitz and Caparzo gonna have to try and kind of meet end, should we say. Lars gonna find himself a sweet double kill though. Oko will respond, but Oko responding. Perhaps the last man on the end of that 999 phone call at this point, as Exus is gonna end him. The criminals have continued their charge. As you see, but they put up a good fight in fairness with just pistols and 1 rifle. They do so well. But rounds are what counts, and it's a 5-1 scoreline. And now there is no AK-47 to be their saving grace, no Kevlar that can be brought up across the board. Instead, we're back to the age-old standpoint of P250s and Glocks. Going to the 7th round, they're going to have to go as a unit. Tight-knit aggression, a 5-man push, something together. Out of control, overrun Pride. That's how they're going to get hold of a rifle, let alone get hold of a frag, as Mani's going to find himself 1. Perhaps the AWP is something they can drop towards. Exus, though, is going to find himself 1. Make that a whole lot more. Mani's with the USP on towards Henki G. And eSuba do not get even remotely close to contesting their opposition in that round on their eco. But now, it is the bye.
Yeah, it is indeed. 6 rounds to 1 on board for Pride, the Polish powerhouse. eSuba once again onto the AK-47s and hoping to be able to do some damage into this round. They have all got nice, pretty pictures, but Caparzo, he does not have a matching picture, which means they are more likely to lose the game overall. Then again, Reitz, unmatching picture, and Morels. Oh, good start actually from eSuba. They are going to be able to take down both of these. And Luz, actually, this is a whitewash. Reitz, once again, the last man alive, and somehow in the same position as last time. Opens up into blue, into Wako, but it's not going to happen. Belencourt takes him down. And a whitewash round from eSuba to take their second. Now, we have to pray they don't get reset here.
I think that's the biggest point, and you're so correct to jump straight to that. As much as it may be a conclusion that kind of the eSuba fans don't necessarily want to be led towards, it's that age-old reality of if they get reset, their economy is going to be in the gutter. And if their economy goes into the gutter, where does the scoreboard go? Where does this kind of round dictatorship of Pride head towards? Well, 7-2, 8-2, let alone anything else, let alone any more negativity that they can bring to the table. So for eSuba, probably one of the most important rounds they're going to play all half. It's their time to shine. Caparzo needs to hit some shots with this AWP. Oko, Hanky, Blue, they all need to do work with these rifles. They need to gain some sort of map control. Talking of control, ramp seems to be where they want to exert some pressure. They're going together, a 4-man unit. Exus is going to find the first, but they get the trade. Henke will fall. We have an opportunity for Morels to try and make the best of it. Get a frag on towards Caparzo.
Yeah,
us in a 4 versus 3.
That was very needed from Morels to even that one back out into a 4 versus 3. Give Pride the opportunity to go in for this retake now. They have the man advantage. They should be able to get into the bomb site and trade the frags. But eSuba do have the option to just hide away. Let those Pride players come to them and wait on their angles. Reach the first man to be peeked. He's going to go in for a little bit of tagging, but Benki should be jumped upon now as Morels gets himself out through the window, looking for the players. He's going to find Henky G now, jumping on Blenklaw, who's just found himself a frag. It's all on Blue now, 1 versus 2. Goes down to cover off the bomb, but it's a failure. Blue just dancing around these barrels, still alive, finds the shot. Now all on Morels, 1 man versus World. But I don't think he's got time. The bomb goes off, and it's a 3rd round for eSuba.
That's so awkward for Pride. That really is, and that's going to sting as well. That's not just a one-and-done round that Pride are going to forget about. The way that round was won was embarrassing. They shouldn't have lost it in that way. They know they shouldn't have lost it in that way, and that leaves the door now wide open for eSuba with no man, no bouncer there to slam at that shot in their faces. They have control. They have the economic lead. They have an AWP. Something Pride have been using a fair bit and now can't. eSuba looking like they're ready to fight their way back into this. Bit of an interesting position being held from the CT side. But the boys in blue are looking to begin their push forward. It is going to be a bit of a face-first greeting coming from Benki. But he isn't going to fall and no shots will be fired. Instead, they just stand opposite ends of one blue wall.
Not too much. Again, a slow round from eSuba, just taking it chill. Taking it easy, making sure they don't go in too fast. But it is a little bit too far back for me. Reet's going to go down, but Luz will be able to trade the frag. He's got support coming in as well from Morels. So this A bomb site now somewhat in danger as Exodus finds himself. Oko doubles up onto Henky G now. It's all on blue. The man that was playing on the outside, he's got a bomb. He's been spotted. He's been dinked. He's been killed. As Maniz takes him down. It's now 7 rounds to the board. And again, eSuba have been reset despite them getting themselves a single round. Only one player, no player survived, so no money at all. They are going to be going with whatever they can, keeping 2k in the bank for the next round bye, but Pride 7-3, and despite them being on that CT side, this is still quite dangerous.
Dangerous for sure, as Pride will continue to try and squeeze them. That's what Pride's mentality, I think, is in these duels, right? It's all about them just applying as much pressure as they physically can. What is this firing push? Oko's going to find one, but Luz is just going to pop off. Not only does he do so much damage with that tin can Molotov, but he picks up the frags as well. Reets and Morels will combine. The Tech-9s, they'll get a bomb plant, which I think is the bare minimum we see what we're looking for. But it's round after round, Pride are able to pick on up.
Yeah, with seeming ease. Pride just keep storming forward. It will be the bye, however, coming out from eSuba. But those AWPs are back up now. Maniz back on the AWP. We know how powerful he is in the outside area with that weapon. And again, he's going to be back on it. The rest of his team on rifles. Now we are going to be seeing a Galil from Oko. Limited utility across the board. And this is where Pride begin to reign supreme. And they have every tool they need on their tool belt. When it gets dangerous. eSuba tapping away. Caparzo takes a very quick frag onto Maniz, who had absolutely no idea he was there. Exus now falling back, putting himself into a good position. We'll find a spray down, but no kills coming of it. Despite the players being low, no kills. Yet Morels finally gets a kill to Caparzo, but it's traded out. Oko takes down Reets. and Luz will fall. It's all on Morels. 1 versus 4. This is a very difficult task. He's been spotted and killed. They knew where he was. It's 4-8 in favour of Pride. But still, back and forth, back and forth. Again, eSuba putting up quite a fight.
The interesting thing about this fight, though, is that eSuba actually will come out on top. You can look at Pride starting to buy back into things, but their economy can't afford them to do this. Which for eSuba is actually better for them, though. The one interesting thing is still a lack of an AWP now for eSuba, and I'm not sure that they can repeat the success with just rifles. I feel like that AWP is a very needed backbone of their play. But let's see, let's get ourselves an answer. As Oko going to begin his push. He's got a merry band of men standing right behind him, ready to squeeze out of this angle. Morels is going to be caught in a bit of a clustering there, but will be able to stand. Like, how is he still standing? I don't even know. Exus is going to find himself one. Morels gets himself a second, make that a third. I don't understand how he's still standing.
He should have been dead to rights at that point. But instead, somehow, he gets a cheeky flash off. Then he goes back for more. That's what's most cheeky. He gets back in there, tries to fight again. Of course, he had support from his teammates. You know, they were taking the attention, but still, someone needs to watch that angle. You know 100% there's someone there. Just watch the angle. Save yourself the trouble. Morels, with a great performance, will pick up 2 kills. And the last 2 remaining players, Caparzo and Benki, we know they're both strong. They've both been playing well this series. They have a lot on their hands now. 4 players to eliminate. A bomb to plant. Half HP on Caparzo. It's not the optimum situation. Benki is in a good position, but he's been spotted and he's been wrecked as Maniz takes him out of the server. He dead. Caparzo is alone and he's been spotted as well. If he got that kill, maybe he can do something here, but if he's spotted, doesn't get the kill, it's over. 9 rounds on the board for Pride. They're looking to take now 11-4. If they can take an 11-4 half, I don't see eSuba coming back into this one. I'm sorry, but I don't.
I think I can kind of agree with you on that one. I think for eSuba, they've been much more well kept together than a lot of people expected. They put up a much stronger fight all in all, but there's still a few things missing, and the crucial things are kind of the rounds at the right time. Because every single time they've picked up a round, they've been reset. And when they've been reset, they haven't been able to get any longevity. We haven't really been able to see too much from them. I feel like we've only actually seen like maybe 3 or 4 buys that have actually meant something overall. The rest of their rounds have been a bit all over the place. And then when you look at the score, that really reflects that number 3 or 4. Well, they've only got 4 rounds. They're doing some damage with these pistols though, which is a plus. Caparzo catching the underbelly of Exus. Reitz is going to be doing the work. Luz combining. And Pride, they get themselves just another on the board to continue this half.
Another strong round. Of course, it wasn't the fullest of buys from eSuba. And now they will be getting the AKs out. Pride flaunting their weapons at spawn, just throwing guns everywhere, having a good time of it. And, well, if you can, why not? eSuba, AKs across the board. Just have to try and get some work done on this one. You know what I'd like to see is just 5 scouts on a T side. Just go over to outside and just start jumping and trying to get a kill. Just for fun, you know. It probably wouldn't work, but it'd be fun. It would be fun. You know?
Could be interesting, yeah. A bit exciting, you know. Bring a bit of a different element into things. Flash, though, is going to pop towards ramp. eSuba, they're trying to kind of almost being a bit of a ruse style into this one. They're all heading towards outside. Maniz is going to find one, but it is going to be the quick trade, which helps them even further on their quest to dominate that out of control. But then what are they going to do with that? I feel like it's the biggest problem for eSuba right now as well, is once they get control of something, they can't do anything with it, because Pride then just go, okay, yeah, we're going to rescind all of our map control that we've gained, and we're just going to sit on a site. And then when they sit on that site, eSuba have to push them. And that's where the frags all rolling in. Morels and Exus will get themselves a killer respectively. Each Morels decides to push even further forward. That's where he's punished. The sights are still being sat up on Pride. They're going to extend a little bit further forward. eSuba, they're in a struggling spot right now.
Reitz should never win that duel. Henkichi was watching the angle, yet Reitz still takes him down, and that drops the bomb as well. So an 11-4 score now is looking more than likely as Benclaw tries to work his way forward. He's been spotted. That's it. You don't get the kill onto Exus. You're basically a gonzo. Be able to recover the bomb, but I don't see too much more happening. Lotov's raiding all over the place. Benclaw hit by the door, saved by the bell. He will be going for this bomb plant, faking it out. But there's players all over. Exus, you do not need to take that peek. Your teammate knows it's a fake. 100%. Don't peek. 8 seconds remain, and Luz will allow this bomb to go down as Blenklaw has no idea where Luz is coming from. He takes the kill anyway. That should not be 10-5. I'm sorry, but it shouldn't. That is so sloppy at the end there from Pride. So sloppy.
Sloppy indeed, and now that pits us at not only the 10-5 scoreline, but an interesting one, right? Because 10 rounds on the CT side of Nuke, 5 on the T side of Nuke. If eSuba actually can hold a well put together CT side, they're not out of this one. Perhaps we are, you know, almost jumping the gun almost and putting the nail in the coffin for eSuba. Be interesting to see, suffice to say. The pistol round, though, is going to play a crucial part in that, of course. If Pride get control of this and then battle it further to, say, 13, that's when you start to kind of look towards eSuba and go, okay, maybe you've just been strangled out of you, given an opportunity to show your CT side. So this pistol round really has a whole lot of merit to it. As eSuba begin to get themselves in position, going for a double setup towards ramp, which I do like, because it makes sure that Pride can't do anything too crazy, and it's fairly standard stuff. There's only a few variations you can do on your CT side anyway. But nonetheless, Pride beginning to poke and prod a bit, see if they can get any information of their own, as smoke is going to go down by the hand of Morels just outside a hut. A flash next in line. Morels beginning his push, just clearing out the upper echelons of this A site. But he spotted no one. He has no information, no idea what to expect. The real magic is over towards ramp.
But look at this flank coming in. It's Capazzo coming in from behind as the push arrives. Blenklaw going to open up, takes down X's. Finally, the trade comes back in. Capazzo, stop waiting for this kill. Go, get into the site. Finally takes that kill down, but it's the 3 versus 4, and he is nowhere to be seen. Blenklaw going to go down as Luz takes him out, and still it's a 3 versus 2. Luz going down means this round is over. Reitz on 4 HP. The bomb in a smoky mess. And Reitz gets taken down. So, despite Pride taking 2 pistol rounds, they're not going to take the 3rd. It was too much to ask. They've won 2, they've lost 6. It's not the best score, seeing as they've won every map so far. But 10-6 means that eSuba are back into this.
Back into it for sure, and it can only get a little bit more excited now to think that eSuba really are able to keep this together, right? I think that really is such a pertinent point. As UMPs are plenty, they want to make themselves some money, Herald, some sweet Skrilla. They try and get themselves set up in those spray down angles almost. The Molotov very preemptive over towards door. Smart stuff so far. Oko doesn't want to make sure, or wants to make sure, sorry, they can't go for any crazy vent dive in the old Nuke days. Penke gonna hold an angle, gets himself 1 frag on towards Maniz. P250's already not too good, but Luz, pretty artistic, has to be said.
Not sure art is what we're going for here, Mr. Man. We're going for frags, and so far we are not seeing many. 2 kills of the round, 1 kill each per team. It's just going to be a quick dash towards that B bomb site, get that bomb planted. Happy days. There's no one there. There's no CTs ready to defend this bomb site, so this could very well be a free plant. Oko will finally work his way down. And then he's not looking at too much. Blue has just lit himself by jumping off upper. He tagged himself down to 12 HP. I think it was tagged originally, but that's even worse. Morels, he's the flank man. Looking for the flank. The push very slowly edging towards that B-bomb site. Exus working his way up. Reit's going to get taken down from the side, and that was the bomb man. The bomb is down, and the flank is coming in. Capazzo, he wants kills. He wants answers. Luz will take him down with that P250. Exus follows up onto Oko, and now this is dangerous. 3 versus 2. Exus gets spotted out. He will get tagged, but no frag. The bomb still waiting on ramp. Just still getting tagged, and he's going to get taken down. Just over peaking on that one. Blue, however, is so low. He's going to get taken down here by Morels. 9 seconds remain. And this bomb needs to be planted now. There it is. It will go down. And it's all on Henky G. 1 man versus 2. Neither player are armored, but both have UMPs in hand. There's only one angle he can really come from here, as they know where he was, and he's been spotted now. They know exactly where he's coming from. Morels is behind him. There's nothing he can do. Is going to be the round in the bag for 11-6. Economy reset for eSuba on the CT side, which is devastating. And Pride look like they are going to win this game outright.
Harold, I get the impression that you knew that was going to happen all along. It's like you dead set just expect Pride to be able to win those. And that's such an interesting mentality, right? But I think I can see why. It's just because they generally are able to, it seems. And that's such a confusing thing to even have to say. the fact they're able to waltz on towards the site with P250s and bring it down to that circumstance, time and time again, which is the reason why you have that mentality, is ridiculous. It's madness. It shouldn't be happening.
It shouldn't happen. No, absolutely not.
In any case, in any team, not just Pride versus Super, CS in general.
I mean, you know, Fnatic used to be able to say Fnatic might be able to do this anyway. 2 frags coming in pretty quickly. Oko and Henky G both coming in with a Deagle and a 5-7. Benki with a good bit of positioning is going in for the kill on Exus. Exus manages to trade it out just in the nick of time, finding himself the opening frag. Flashes go down to provide Benki a little bit of cover, and the bomb has been recovered, which is key, as Luz will run away with that one, scurrying off with his little legs, fast as they will carry him, and he will be moving towards that A bomb site. Of course, control has been taken by Reet, so they know that this is going to be a relatively free part. Oko gets taken down. He has no idea why. He's just going up the ladder, just having a jolly old time. Oh, hang on. My head's gone. 2 players now remain to try and take this round back into their hands. Of course, eSuba have done great work in this one. Got some very nice shots through, but it's not paid off in the end as the bomb is down. Reet is holding on ladder, which is a very strong position when the bomb is planted. Remaining players on eSuba. Pistols, a little bit of armor to play with. But this is a very tough round. No matter what you have, Reets. Get the spray down. Caparzo does tap the bomb. But Reets will not play that game with him. He's not going to play chicken. In the bomb again, Caparzo. Reets is stone cold Steve Austin right now. The tag will come through. The frag will follow. But it's too late. Because he just passed. Aye. Caparzo has to retreat, picks up an M4, but it's still the round for Pride.
Reet's balls are still. That man just does not shred a nerve, does not move an inch when that bomb was getting tapped. He had no... I kind of want to reiterate this for those who may have not clocked onto it, to those who may not have heard it. There was not a single sound cue that he could have heard that would have made it kind of known that that was a fake. He relied on gut instinct alone.
Yeah.
That is a huge response from him all in all.
I mean, risky as all hell, but it pays off, so no complaints. Playing close, it's Blue, but he's going to get shut down for it, despite a tag going through. X is there to cover his teammate in Minis. Going to be 5 versus 3 straight off the mark. Of course, Caparzo is the man with the rifle, but once all your teammates are dead, there's not much that you can do with a weapon. You have to rely on your teammates. Oh, look at this position from Morels. He is perfectly placed. The kill will come through. But he's just in the perfect position here. Morels knows exactly what's going on. He can split this defense in half and then cut it with a knife. Rotates will come through. Worked his way all the way around back to his own team now. The scale of his rotation. Caparzo, the barrel is spotted. M4 will go down. Of course, Oko and Benclaw can recover it, but neither of them have armor. So, the most powerful recovery of all time. Benclaw will pick it up and the kit. Probably would have thrown that over to Oko, seeing as he actually has HP, but Selfish is as Selfish does. Benclaw and Oko going to try and hold on to that M4.
Holding on right until the very end, it seems that bomb is going to go down. It is going to keep on ticking. There is nothing eSuba can do to deny that. A bit of a love tap coming in again from Exus, deciding, you know what, just thought I'd let you know how much I appreciate you. Fires a couple of shots into his well, not even to his opposition, his friend and foe. Pride getting closer and closer to inch this one out. I think that has to be said. That is really going to be the moot point now for eSuba. Is there any road to come back here? Are we at the end of our tether when it comes down to belief in eSuba?
Yes. Don't do it, Morels. Don't do it. Yeah. I mean, 13-6, and again, not much money for eSuba.
This is your time to prove them wrong, though, when it comes down to the analyst desk. That's something that I kind of feel like I want to touch on. Is the analyst desk like, Harold knows nothing about CS. It was a lot of banter, a lot of memes. But you said 16-7.
Yes, I did.
Currently 13-6.
But what you forget, Mr. Flake, is that I am always right. One way or another. Sometimes it may not seem that I'm right, but at the end of the day, I am. That's just a little known fact for you. Caparzo gets taken down there, completely out in the open. And Oko trying to push forward in secret, but no one's challenging his position. They've already taken the control that they need. Again, Blue getting aggressive. It seems eSuba, they're just impatient now. They were playing such a patient side. Enkichi will take down Luz, no refrags coming. But Blue aggressive over towards the lobby. Minis is watching the angle, but he's going to get taken down. Morales will trade it back out, leaving it in a 3 versus 3. However, he was dinked down to 10 health in the process. Henki can't get any work done. Reet's going to shut him down, and that throws a spanner in the works of eSuba's master plan, because the bomb now is heading towards B. Right now, play by Reet's, directing the play to A. So this is where it throws off those poor remaining players. Reet's careful hit. He's going to get taken down by Blue. And Benclaw and Blue, both full HP, both have kits, but there's 2 Molotovs, 2 smokes, and a flash to play with. Okay, we're going to waste both, are we? That's how we're going to play this one. Either way.
Seems to be brains are not quite the go-to option when it comes down to utility, and that's been something that I think we've clocked onto with both of these teams a fair while now. A lot of these maps, especially on Nuclear, it's kind of hard to learn that, because Axis is going to drop on down. Blue is going to find the trade. Morales, ever so low, needs to find a one-tap. That's basically his one sole mission at this point. A smoke is going to go on down, trying to play on the fake, but Blue gets to peek right up to the right side and gets the frag.
Yeah, 4K in the round for Blue, so a massive play. Keeps his team in this one, but Pride, plenty of money to buy with. They're going to be very, very strong into this one. As strong as any other round. And of course, this is their T side. You know, you would give less favour to them, but they're going to be going fine here. They're going to be quite confident going into this this round. No AWP to play with, but I feel like this is going to be a fast round from Pride. They're going to get in, get out, get that bomb planted, and not mess around with all the extra bits, you know.
Push certainly formally over towards the outer portion of the map. Blue is going to get himself an opening frag on towards Maniz, though Reet's going to drop ever so low. Oko lurching in the shadows of the Mag 7. What an angle to be held from him. He's ready to be an absolute monster with that shotgun. Meanwhile, Exus over towards outside punishes Caparzo. Reet's a bit of a similar sort of thing to Oko with that shotgun. He's just lurching towards a bit of backlines of his own. Henki G, longer range fight up against Exus. An interesting round all in all, but one that still leads an advantage to the CT side. But Pride, a team that will never stop fighting, a team that never give up. With a minute on the clock, they do have time on their side.
Morales there, he had a great position, but he was making so much noise. Henkichi knew exactly where he was at all times. So he's had to fall back. He couldn't find the kill. Henki played it perfectly, and going to be going over towards Mini. Trying to get in now. Trying to get into that bomb site. Get that bomb planted. It's going to be Oko to open it up. Takes down Priest, like you said. Cheeky little position. Benclaw follows. And there is the Mag 7. Morales goes down. It's 8 rounds for eSuba. And they are coming back into this one. All they really need to do now is win this round, which is going to be an eco. Easy said than done. And then the next round, and they actually have a chance in this one. But the problem is they have no buffer zone. If Pride win 2 rounds, that's it. It's game over, man. It's game over.
The thing is as well, it's not just a standard eco. This is Pride. Harold. Pride don't just kind of roll on through with PT50s and no Kevlar. No, they buy up something. They buy up some tech lines. They buy 2 smokes. They're going for a set play. Set plays in Pride books, they are so damn dangerous. eSuba, I haven't really seen too much of this. The smoke's going out. They're blindsided. Last gets the first opening headshot. Henki G tries to go for the quick elevated angle, but he's delayed. He's not peeking. It's all a little bit too late. Eventually he finds himself one, but the bomber's already down. They have the information on the T side. Now they just don't have to face. They don't want to give themselves up. Blue are going to be given an opportunity to run complete riot. Mistakes were made. Pride, you were great getting onto the site. You were great with your opening picks. There was no need to approach that round in that style towards the latter end of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Just over-peaking, overconfidence. But, again, Pride, they get themselves the bomb down. You know, they have the economy in the bank to be able to get a very strong buyout now. And so they're going to be looking to just win this round outright. If eSuba win this round, they're back in this game. If they lose this round, they are not back in this game. They are out of this game. Because their economy is still weak. So eSuba, this is do or die now. They can't make any mistakes from this point onwards. Whereas Pride, they have that buffer zone to work with. You know, they lost a couple of rounds, but it doesn't matter. They're already on top. 13-9 is still a strong scoreline. And this is looking like another slow default play. Take a little bit of position. Oh, Campazzo, he wants it. He wants to get aggressive. He wants to get in their face. They're going to get tagged up. Has to fall back. Well, the Pride side, just waiting for a kill to come to them. Using those Molotovs, using the smoke. trying to get themselves in the fire and the flames. Quite literally, in the case of Maniz. The push comes in. Morale's going to go straight down, but the trade will come in as Luz is in. And Campazzo once again proving why he is a terror with the AWP. Interesting Molotov there. Not quite sure what that was meant to do, but Campazzo just throwing off sound cues really.
Definitely giving away a little bit in terms of that Molotov. It looks like he wanted to just try and get something in towards Vent, but that isn't going to be the case. What is going to be the case of it is Exus and co building up towards Secret, marching the way plentifully over towards this B-site, get themselves ready to take these battles as Exus punishes Occo, gets the frag, bringing it back down to a 3 versus 3. It's time to turn it up a notch as things getting a little bit more heated now. As Exus going to drop down a Molotov. This one will land. This one will not blunder. Covers Ram. Exus, a beautiful one-tap on towards Blue. Parzo trying to respond. In towards Vent, he will fly. So looks for the frag on towards Exus. Is going to get that, bringing it back to a 2 versus 2, but Rita's holding the angle. And he's set up for this one. Waits for the one-tap. And the one-tap comes to him. Exus will help him with that one as well. Bear in mind, a bit of an assist here and there. Well, I'm happy to be throwing it around. As Benki, the last man remaining, breaks the glass in the case of an emergency. Brings it back to a 1 versus 1. Who's going to come and save him today? A flash. Going to pop off a defuse to be toggled. Reads. He ever so predicted it, scripted, but look at the time he's wasting. Benki, just going to give it to him. Not really too much he could do off the back of that. The minute he knew time was being wasted, the minute he knew he had to go aggressive, and when everything falls into place, like a game of Tetris, only one man can win.
Yeah, absolutely. And the winner in that one, it's going to be Pride. And we once again see Maniz on that shotgun. We know that he's good. We know that he's aggressive, but it can cost you. You know, I would rather see an AK-47 coming out from Maniz. His teammate could have dropped it to him. You know, there's no excuse there. But we know he can do it. We know he's powerful. Case of haste and effect, and there it is. Comes straight in, does the damage. He's being hunted like a dog, and he will get taken down in the end. Morales, you're right, mate. He's going to get the kill in the end, but somehow not spotting out that play. Blue in from behind will take down that bomb carrier. Doubles up, takes down Morales, who was low. And now that is a very good play from Blue. The call should have come in that he was going to be able to do that, really, but not fast enough. X is going to get taken down as well, and Luz, the last man alive for his team. Wow, that shouldn't really be okay. Shouldn't be able to do that with a shotgun.
A lot of room being given, but Pride still eking things closer and closer by the second, and that's really kind of the talking point now. But eSuba squeezing one out is all well and good, but they need to kind of keep up with past results. The last time they eked out a round with a quick defuse, they got themselves 3 rounds in a row. That's perfect, as that means that they still have win potential in this matchup. However, Pride, they only need 2, and 2 rounds isn't a whole lot in the grand scheme of things, but they are at a significant disadvantage when it comes down to firepower in this immediate 25th round. Just some Tech 9s, they do have the UMP on Maniz, but it is just the UMP after all, but certainly a weapon in rising power. Was recently outed by a beautiful article by Striker on HLTV. Certainly a good one. But nonetheless, let's see what they can do with it. Occo, lurching in the shadows with the FAMAS, a bit of a similar sort of storyline repetition yet again. The rifles are just positioning themselves, and the big thing about the way you see we need to play this is they just want trades. They just want to whittle them down, but they don't want to allow Pride to get control of the situation and start getting themselves into 3 versus 3s and 2 versus 2s, as that's when things really begin to get a little bit more tougher for eSuba. As Blue gonna take the fight, gets himself a headshot.
Yeah, once again,
how is he getting away with that?
Very, very, very nice shots coming in from the man Blue. He's had a cracking game so far, leading his team at 21 frags, but Morales, he wants it. He's going to come in, do a little bit of damage. Finding the kill, but Maniz will. Rocco goes into the flank, takes him down, and that is round on the board. 14 to 11. eSuba inching back, little by little by little.
It's all about baby steps at this point, right, for eSuba as well. We talked about it rounds and rounds ago. We don't want to beat a dead horse, so to speak, but each and every frag they get at this point will count. Pride, not just pistols. Now, as much as Pride have won rounds in the past with the exact same weaponry they've got to the table now, this should, for all intents and purposes, be 14-12. That puts eSuba now playing for their 13th, realistically playing for the win. Parzo so far doing his job. Gets himself a double kill. Henky G gets another. Looks like Pissed Up RS is going to be out of this one. Luz going for a bit of a knife kill there. We'll have that one shot on out, and Pride get nothing done at all with their pistols. So standard stuff, exactly what should be happening. And eSuba, with normality, get to continue the fight. 14-12 as expected. And now they play that dearly mentioned 13th.
Yeah, they are getting closer and closer. They can almost smell the win in their nostrils. They are this close. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm making a little sign with my fingers saying they're very close. Being able to take this game for themselves. However, Pride still 14 rounds. All they have to do is win one. They will be on match point. Try and take this. Oko, once again, going for his little jump into the window. Trying to get himself into a stronger position. Not on the Swag 7 anymore. Parzo, missed shot. Gonna have to fall back. Morales works his way forward, worming into position. So all the players jump down, getting ready to get into that A main spot. Going through many. Gonna be dangerous, that AWP. Not gonna get the kill. He's being hunted like a dog, and Luz is gonna find himself the frag. Henky G onto X's will find one, but with minis in position. Reit's finding a frag. This is not looking good now. It's gonna be match point on the board unless Benclaw and Blue can do something incredible. Somehow not spotting out Blue there, but the kill will come in. It's all on Benclaw. 1 versus 3. We know he's a clutcher, but this is too much to ask. 1 kill comes in. Reitz is spotted. There's still 50 seconds to play with. There's no time pressure on these terrorists. They want, but it's not going to work. Benclaw, once again, finding frags. Reitz going to spot him, and finally, this time, Reitz wins that duel.
He gets the win, but it has to be asked. How many 1 versus 1s do Pride want to give him in that circumstance? Getting it to a final result of a 1v1 already is taking it one step too far. So, still errors being made, but at the end of the day, yet again, what comes with the rear end of that error? 15-12. 15-12 means that eSuba, you're out of chances. You're out of luck. Now it's real go time. You win this round, or you're all but done in this series. You have the AWP, they have the rifles, they have everything they need to achieve a round. They just have to play darn perfectly. Morel's already looking to go aggressive towards outside, searching for an acute headshot here and there. Nothing is going to present itself just yet. Up until you see on right through just the edge of that smoke. Meanwhile, it's going to be aggression from eSuba, and out of nowhere, frags all across the board. Good night, Pride. Last man remaining. He's going to fall from Blue. Blue popping off with a triple kill in that round. Then out of nowhere as well, in the space of seconds, we don't even get to see it on the camera feed, let alone catching anything else. That's a replay for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Frags on frags there. Just everything coming in at once. Huge stuff from eSuba to try and claw them back into this one. Of course, they need 2 more rounds to force the overtime in this. With Pride sitting pretty on match point. Ready to win out this game. Reitz be flying onto Marshmallow. It's glocked across the board. There is literally nothing to play with here for the Pride side. Enki and Capazzo all going to clean up. Not even allowing the plant at this rate. Bomb is dropped. 5-7 comes to work as Henky and Oko all come together. The whole team doing work. It's all Maniz. 1 man versus the world, but he is dead. 15-14. It could not be any closer than this right now. Whoever wins this round either wins the game outright, forces overtime, and the money situation for Pride is dreadful.
The real kind of meat of the situation, really, isn't it? Is the money situation. Going to cause them so many problems, but getting 4 rifles up at the end of the day is going to be the big perk for them. That's enough. The utility is kind of where they do hurt quite a lot, and Maniz on just a shotgun, but we've seen some fun shotgun stuff today, so I'm not necessarily going to be feeling the negative. However, I would like to see Pride get this first pick. They're looking for an entry if they can. Don't give eSuba so many opportunities just to toy with them. Lead them on a bit of a journey. Capazzo already beginning to feel a little bit of pressure towards outside, should we say. As Lars certainly making a bit of an act. Close push. But what was that flash from Capazzo? Wanted to clear out the angle, but failed miserably in his attempt, giving up his life, giving Lars now an opportunity to continue to charge forward. Maniz with the shotgun on towards Oko. eSuba need to bring this one back nice and fast. Morales is going to fall in the flames. Blue going to be doing the work. Gets into the second on towards Lars, but Exus is going to trade yet again. A 3 versus 2. Quickly turn back on its head to a 2 versus 2. Reitz in a bit of an opposition, having to go for that plant. That means he's going to lose his life. There you have it. Benki is going to take him down. Exus And 1 versus 2, and a tough one at that.
Very tough. He is playing with fire as he falls back. Henry G now watching the angle. He finds the kill onto the bomb planter. He gets out of the position, but he's taken down just in the nick of time. And Henry G will stick to the fuse with plenty of time. We are going to overtime. Mr. Flake, it's on. It's on.
The game certainly has started yet again. It's almost like just a fresh reboot, I think, for both of these teams. They're raring to go, though. There's no fancy business with a pause or any casual waiting time. It's no weird. We're going straight back into the CS. It's time to go straight on live again. 15-15 is a scoreline. Pride and eSuba battling out tooth and nail on Nuke to get themselves this victory. In the case of eSuba, a bit of a draw, but nonetheless, let's see where this is going to go. Morel's already darting over towards outside. Maniz with the AWP flicks on towards Zocco. A beautiful start for this T side. But eSuba, they're still a strong team. They still have room to bring this one back. They're just looking for a trade, a profitable one at that as they try and play with the profit margin. Nothing is going to come the direction just yet. But an opportunity for Blue may certainly be on the cards if Maniz overfaces one just a little too much.
Opening kill goes the way of Caparzo. Of course, this is MR3, so all you have to do is win 4 rounds, not even in a row, and the game is yours. Henry G holding on high as Morels tries to climb into his position. Not going to work out. Henry G given the opportunity to back. Rates just checking out what's going on in the yard, having a probe around. Not too much going on. 4 versus 4, of course. Looking good so far for both sides. Either can really turn this one around at any point. Looking like a B play coming through from the Pride side. The Polish roster couldn't quite clean this one off, take the win. And so now they have to battle through the overtime to try and get themselves back on into this one. Morels, point man, he's going to be looking to take down Henry G. It's not working out just so far. He's going to get taken down. Luckily, Luz is in position to find the refrag. And a 3 versus 3. That B bomb site is conceded. It's going to be given up. Although Blue is close to the point. Playing the dangerous game. 9 seconds remain on this plant. When the peak comes out, Blue will find the kill. The instant trade should come in. Luz will turn around, finding himself a second kill. Now looking for Blue, who he knows is low. Caparzo, remember the AWP in hand, looking for any peaks he can possibly find. Reitz takes him down, and now Blue, with only 19 HP, has to try and get back into this one. Try and find a kill. It's not going to work out. He gets taken down. That's the first run on the board for Pride.
A great start for Pride going into this first half of overtime. They're going to look to really play off of that now. They, you already mentioned MR3. It's pretty crucial for a team like Pride, I think, to rally up and just get all 3 in that first half. I feel like they're so momentum based. Once eSuba started to fight on back in normal time, they really kind of felt like they dropped off a bit. So hopefully Pride can use this previous round now to push them forward. Maniz going for a bit of repetition yet again, tries to go for the same old peak, but nothing is going to present himself. It's an empty plate of food. Morels is going to look towards outside, just trying to see if anything is going to peek over towards Secret, but there is no head for him to bop down today. eSuba playing the cards very close to their chest. They do not want to overface. If anything, they're waiting for Pride to come to them.
The waiting game is on. And he's, of course, on the AWP. Nothing eSuba can do to counter that. Caparzo, we know he's strong when you put him on that AWP, but we haven't seen him on the AWP. Well, in round, it's unlikely he's going to find one. Morels, of course, holding his angle down from the top of Marshmallow. Henry G dancing around Secret, hoping someone's going to come towards him. So far, no one is willing. 5 T players working together. Caparzo going to open this one up as Luz dodges the flashbang. He knows Oko is close. Going to try and get the kill off, but it's not quite going to work out for him as the flashbang comes in. Oko taking the peek, but that was not a good flash to take a peek off the back of. Henry G now has to try and go large. Maniz going to get tagged up and fragged up. That's bombed down. And eSuba put themselves into a good position. Nexus for the refrag with Caparzo still going off. It's a 3 versus 2. And the bomb is out of control. They have to get it back in. Crossfire in place. Banklaw and Caparzo all come together as Blue closes out the round. It's 16-16. This could not be any closer, Mr. Flake.
Any closer indeed. 16-16 after all is literally the definition of, yet again, neck and neck CS, which is exactly what I want to be seeing in the Razer Rising Stars League, of course. Couldn't ask for literally anything different. We want these teams to really run at each other. Stomps, not what we're looking for at all. Right. Gonna begin to roll into this one, but I want to see something different from them. I feel like I've gone for the same old default every single round so far. See something fresh. Maniz already darting on forward, and what a shot from him on towards Blue, just right above the kneecap, enough to make sure he gets the frag and not just a leg shot. An advantage already into the court of eSuba, but something that's really been apparent with Pride is even with amount advantage, they still can drop off these rounds, so they need something more. The question is, how are they going to find it? Capazzo already looking to go aggressive and return the favor.
All of Smokes is up. Pride just trying to get themselves into any sight they can possibly weasel into. No frags so far of the death of Blue, but Maniz is very, very low. If he goes down, it's going to be danger. Benclaw holding his position, may have heard Luz stepping outside. He is just watching the angle down. Now the attention must be turned. One frag. Now the push should come in from Luz. He will find the kill, but Occo still going. Gets himself a 2K. It's all on Henky G now. 1 versus 3. Now, 2 of them are low. Gives him an opportunity to get himself back into this. Not going to be very easy. With only an M4 A1S in hand, and Luz watching his angle. He's a dead man. The half over. 17-16. Pride win by just 1 round on this half.
1 round at the end of the day is all that makes the difference in such a short stint of overtime, Herald. Quite literally, a round can mean so much, especially considering just the little amount you do need. Pride 1 step closer. But eSuba on the T side wasn't shocking by a long shot. That's where they made their journey. That's where they put up their fight. Let's see if they can do all over again. 4 rifles, an AWP, perfect utility, everything they need. Yet again, the toolkit is pinpoint perfection. They need the frags. They need the strategy. And everything seems to be directing them towards the play of outside. Something Maniz has no idea is coming, and he's not in a position to counter at all. Giving a window now for Capazzo to not only take him down, but look for just a little bit more. The second frontier is going to be Morels, though. He's lurching around the stairwell. Just making sure that if they do push secret, at least they don't get free access to a site, as there is Capazzo, the first frag.
Great opening, and it's great to see that man on the AWP. He is powerful, but Morels comes in. 1-2. Bomb dropped, round 1. Unless eSuba are able to get back into this one very, very quickly. Capazzo, of course, AWP in hand. He's been smoked off. Although he puts the nade in, it's not going to do enough. Luz falls back. The bomb been recovered. Pride have it. They have all control of that bomb. Blue get the kill through. Exodus will go down. Interesting play, peeking a corner while reloading. It's not going to work out, so 3 versus 3, but still, this should be a round for Pride. If they can just hold on to that bomb, they have the utility to make it happen, but things like this that are going to cost them as Benclaw drops into the vents. Double kill comes through. Now it's all on Morels. He has to ace to win this round for his team, and that is too much to ask of the man. 22 seconds remain in this round. He's just waiting for his opportunity to strike like a cobra. So eventually be given it, but he can't. Blue takes him down. In a perfect position, but it's not perfect enough. 17-17.
Equalization yet again, and the big thing about that is eSuba, they play for the plant, they play for everything. They're thinking about their economy in this overtime, which actually is really strong tool, because it may well be overtime, but in MR3, money is everything. Look at the side of Pride. They've invested everything they've got into this round, which means that next round, if they lose, is going to be tough for them. eSuba are going to look to get that next round there. They want to shut them out of this one. They want to continue this comeback. You really have to give it to them for getting it this far. 17-17 eventually. Smokes towards outside. Capazzo, AWP. It was so fruitful in the last round, but Morales single-handedly shut them down. And he did it again. Feels like a bit too much to ask.
Yeah, but he has been performing time and time again in this game so far, so I would not put it past him as these 3 players work towards the secret area. He's got a nice cheeky little angle, and Henky will be the first man to engage him. Occo trying to get the refrag, but he's not going to be able to. Bomb dropped again, and how do they let Morels get away with this? I just don't know. Maniz now coming in. 1-2, happy days. It's all on Capazzo, AWP in hand. 1 versus 5. This is not happening. He gets taken down as Morales finds a 3k this round. 18 on the board for Pride. They only have to win one more, and the game is theirs. Oh, there is enough money to buy for eSuba. Plenty of money, in fact. They're going to be able to get this buy up in hand and be happy.
An interesting point for you is that we talked about Luz being at one point one of the only players to be in the negative when it comes down to scoreboard standpoint. Now he's the only player to be in the positive rating-wise on the side of Pride. He's got a 1.19 rating in comparison to the next highest, being 0.94 on the knees. So interesting stuff for Pride. At the end of the day, still 18-17, and they're still looking to bat this one home. The man that seemed to try and stop them so far seems to be Blue. He stepped up 31-23.
Huge score coming out of the man. Blue blood is what their fans say. And blue is the blood that is holding this team together right now. But they're not willing to go into the clutches of Morales once again. They've been out of the frying pan into the fire and then into the bin, which happened to be set on fire. Oko, the man to open it, takes down Exus, who really has been underperforming in these last few rounds. Quite a great first game. Luz now has to hold off as they are pushing his position like vultures. He'll be holding, but he won't be holding very well as he gets taken down. Reed spinning around will find two, leaving it now all to Moniz to stop double overtime. 1 versus 3. I do not see this happening, Mr. Flake. We may well be going to a second overtime in this best of 3 series, but Moniz will start off strong. Find himself the opening frag. He's got himself a flashbang. Play with. Doesn't flash anyone, but distraction play. Worked his way around. Blue has no idea, but he's got a Molotov to play with. Flash goes in. Molotov to follow. He's got a kit in hand. He could just do this, you know. He's looking up on Oko. He spots him. He takes the tagging through, but he can't quite finish him off. Now sticking the defuse. No peeks coming in, finally. Oko, in the nick of time, will stop the defuse. And we're going to a second overtime, Flake.
Here we go again, back around the entire rodeo. Both of these teams, a fresh slate for all intents and purposes. A time to sit back, go, okay, what did we just learn from the 30 rounds? What did we just learn from the 6 we just played in that first set of overtime? Now we get to do it all over again, but it's about bringing it in, revitalizing it, improving it, and trying again. Having another crack at the strategy that previously failed you. Trying to win every single round you can claw on out. There's 18-18, anything goes. Morales, a play that we've been really rallying behind, changing up position. This time, he's back over towards ramp. The rest of the team bouncing over the place on their CT side. Moniz looking towards Marshmallow on outside, bearing up towards an angle with an AWP, looking to see if he can find himself a swift headshot with eSuba. In similar sort of fashion to the previous set of overtime we witnessed, very biased towards outside so far, sending a cluster of their players all in one portion of the map.
Sticking together as a killing unit. Right, trying to defend this one. Exus, Luz, other Luz, all coming together to find masses of frags as Campazzo finds himself once more the last man alive. 1 versus the world. AWP in hand, of course. We know he's strong with a weapon, but trying to fight off 4 players with an AWP is a unlikely feat. Especially when he's being pushed from all angles. They know where he is now. They've seen the barrel of his gun. Morales is hunting him down. He's going to try and save this AWP. Of course, MR3, you only get 10k to play with for the entire overtime. He's going to retreat, try and hold on to this big green weapon. Well, it's not actually green. This one is multicolored. It's a hyper beast. A hyper beast. He's been spotted. He's missed his shot, well, in a way, as he's only tagged Morales down. Morales going to find the kill nonetheless. And so 19 rounds for Pride.
Yet again, the solid start to overtime, but how have we been here before? This first round doesn't seem to mean too much in the grand scheme of things. It's just the first kind of foot in the ocean. They've realised it's a bit cold, it's a bit nippy. But are they going to stick at it? Are they going to go for that swim? Or are they going to bail out and run back over towards the beach? There's only one way to find out. Roll into the round. The second round at that. eSuba approaching it a bit of a different way this time. Less bias towards outside. Much more presence towards inside. Ramp seems to be a target of theirs. They're walking right into the raid boss of Morales. Capazzo up towards Marshmallow is going to get the head of Moniz. Cuts him down. And a 1-man advantage falling to their side.
So eSuba back on the ball, looking to set themselves the second round, but Luz will equalise it back out. Takes down Benclaw and so puts them into a stronger position. Exus and Morels could work together here. Marit's going to find the first kill. Exus still watching the angle. Henky G in trouble, going to be taken down. And another round, which looked very good for eSuba side. The opening pick from Caparzo is getting shut down now. Luckily, Caparzo is still fragging off, and Occo found himself one as well. Occo looking for even more as Morels trying to peek out from Secret. He's forced to fall back. And that AWP, although it's hunting him down, I don't see this kill coming too soon. Morels, he is being a sneaky boy. He's being sneaky and beaky and cheeky. He is hiding away. That AWP has fallen back. Caparzo backing off, trying to find a stronger position. Morels, he has pushed them back for just long enough. Reitz moving his way into a strong position towards that A bomb site. Caparzo now just clearing every angle. Not the best weapon to be clearing angles with, but better than nothing, I dare say. Could be dangerous. Occo coming in from behind here. Reitz has no idea until now. He's going to be able to take the kill through, but now he has to find Caparzo with 15 seconds remaining. Going to go for the vent drop, get down onto that B bomb site, get that bomb planted. Oh no, that could have been horrific. Finally gets there just in the nick of time. The bomb is going to be going down. That could have been really bad, Flake.
That's one way to mess things up, but he gets on the site nonetheless and pits us back in this clutch, digging his heels into the dirt as he stares towards vent. His very acute feeling he's coming that direction, and he is 100% correct. He waits for the angle to be kind of, well, met upon, and Reitz, well, walks right on through. Prime eSuba, almost like we're watching that same first set of overtime on loop again. Didn't know eFrag were playing. Kind of a rerun, it seems. 1919 is the scoreline. eFrag always playing those bloody reruns.
I mean, this is a rerun, so I'm not surprised. Bloody reruns. Bloody rerunners. I mean, it is just the same game with new commentation. B Pro was not real. It was still eSuba. Sorry, guys. Ben Claw going to be let up to 75 HP. The Pride side, just more of attrition, really. Doing what damage they can. Morel's changing up his position into this one. Not playing over towards that secret area. He's scared them off. They're not going to go secret anymore. They know that. Morels has put the fear of God into team. Those poor lads don't know what hit them when Morels unloaded his gun on their face. Henky G trying to work his way into mini, just finding an engagement, but it's not working out too nicely. Morels, Molotov's back, but does he really care? Fire escape, says that sign. Ha! Laugh at your fire escape. There's a fire in the way. Blue working his way over to ladder. Like, this is very slow.
Slow stuff indeed, as the clock is going to begin to wind its way down. 40 seconds. We find ourselves upon. Luz going to drop down a bit of a reflex smoke here and there. eSuba need to make a move. Finally, a frag will come in. Exus a headshot. Maniz a collateral on towards Bengi. Caparzo. Maniz. What was that? Somehow getting away with a ridiculous frag there. There's Henky and Blue, the last two remaining. Now they have so much to achieve for their team. It's looking so unlikely. The bomb is going to get squeezed on out, but they have a horde of players charging their way. Maniz, a flick on towards Blue. Henky, what is left?
Going to be doing good work so far. Getting himself 2 frags on board, but the bomb is being defused. He's being tagged up, and Luz will close the round out. So, once again, Pride win the half with 20-19, and now looking to go into the second half and try their very best to win this game. But it is too close to call, and I'm not willing to do it.
I think at this point, it's a fair way of putting it, to be honest. It is way too close to my liking. No one knows where this is going to go. But again, it comes back to that same old point. Harold, we wanted a good match like this. The matches have been a bit kind of so-so at times. You don't necessarily get to see this level of CS 24/7. And kind of the general kind of chat point right now is, oh, you know, someone even said, well, I'm waiting for good teams to play. But at the end of the day, ignore the level of teams. This is so close. This is a double set of overtime now. No one knows who is going to win. Things are even Stevens. This is the level of CS that you should be watching, because this is entertaining. You don't see this every single day.
Yeah, absolutely. This is not something you get all the time. And remember, guys, if you want to get involved, you can go over to Twitter and tweet us at eFragTV, or you can tweet me at HeraldCSGO, or you can tweet Flake at Flake. I think. Make
at
sure
Flakes TV, but you were close.
Yeah, close enough. Make sure you
Cadbury
follow the
Flex Plus.
channel if you want to follow what we're doing. We're going to be putting out great games every night this week up until Wednesday. So 2 games a night. Be there or be a square. Not literally, but figuratively. 20-19 now in favour of Pride. We've seen this situation before, but it's been turned on its head time and time again. Blue looking for the opening. Moving around like a wild monkey, but he's going to be pressed down now. He has to fall back, but Luz has worked himself in to a great position. Going to be Oko going straight on down. The next frag, Reitz is there. Henky G goes down. It's going to be the A bomb site. Abandoned. It's going to be the B bomb site under attack. Morales getting that bomb plant down. Blue will get one in return. He's either way. 1, 2, 3. Can he get any more? No. Luz will shut him down finally, leaving it a 2 versus 2, but it's AWP and Rifle versus AWP and Rifle. Both have Parzo and Bangalore have kits. But it's all on Luz now. Luz versus Caparzo. They know where each other are. They know what the play is. Luz is confused. Luz is scared, is confused, and it's not gone well. In fact, it's gone very badly.
Just throwing that flash wins them the round. He had no idea where he was looking towards, what was going on. He was a deer in headlights. That right there is the perfect way for eSuba to make it happen. 20-20.
Like cricket now, isn't it? No, it's not really. But
A little bit more
cricket is
entertaining than
far
cricket,
less
to be
boring.
honest.
Yeah. Cricket is very dull, in my opinion, but what do I know? Oh boy. 2020 on the board. Who is the greatest of them all? 2 rounds must be won for anyone to win this game. AKs across the board, or on Caparzo. Win still has to come in. But are able to win this one now. It's within a hair's length. They don't have to equalise, they don't have to force an overtime. They can win right here, right now. They just need the frags.
1 minute on the clock. It's going to begin to keep on ticking. It's not going to stop for no man. Pride, they're trying to build into something. Unpent aggression. Luz and Henky, they get caught out in the trading affair. Caparzo still standing towards outside. He wants to drive by on these angles. Oko going to be doing the work from Vent. Finds a couple of tags. Slows them down just enough, but the bomb has been planted by Luz. He's doing God's work at this point. Morales going to find himself to pick Luz, though. But Benki, a double kill in return. Great stuff from him. Benki's going to burn away the flames, though. So disappointing. What a way for him to fall. As now Blue has to clutch this one out. 1 versus 2. He's on the site. That's a given, really. He has no idea where these 2 players are standing. Gets straight under the fuse and met straight with a headshot. Morales will end on Pride. They take things 21-20. And yet again, we go into our final round of this overtime. Only 1 victor can be crowned. The question over and over again is going to be, who is it? Is it eSuba tying us up and forcing us to our third, or are Pride finally going to end this show?
Luz sitting pretty on 39 frags, leading the entire scoreboards. And over on Train, he was 0 for 5. You know, this man has turned up right now. As Morales will open this one up, Caparzo goes down. This looks like it could be the breaking point. This buy is weaker than anything we've seen so far this overtime. Oko trying to get some work done, but he hasn't even got his swag 7. He's only working. Oko will come in. 1, 2. Can he get any more? Exus comes in, shuts down 2, and now in a 2 versus 3, decides to burn himself alive, but it's not worked out. He's kept himself alive. He hasn't quite managed to scorch himself. He will have to go to the Burns ward later, but not quite yet. 3 versus 2. Enki G and Blue, they've done so much work all game. Can they finish this one off to win for their team? Blue has been carrying his bottom off, but Nade lands right on his bottom. 40 HP left, he will be shut down. Henky G, the last man alive. 1 versus 3. 1, 2. Can he do it? No! But Ease will shut him down, and that is it. 22-20, and the win comes in. That is absolutely heartbreaking.
What a way to end the evening. This, of course, has been the Razer Rising Stars League. My name has been Flakes. Joining me tonight has been